Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's me, David. It's Wednesday the 16th of September. I'm standing on the pier here at Nan's Cove, getting ready to put in. I've got my favorite baits, shrimp and a beetle spin. Gonna see if I can catch something this afternoon. Let's find out. Got a little bit of a breeze in our face, but that's okay. To be completely honest with you, I'm getting a little worried about my kayak. I've had it for 3 years, I think now, and I'm starting to take on water in the hull, almost to the point where I can just barely lift it up to be able to get it onto the car. So I'll show you at the end how much water I pour out of it. I'd rather not have to go out and buy another one. I'd rather have this one for a little while longer because I like it so much, but guess we're gonna have to find out what happens. This one feels a little better. Yeah, a little better white perch. Just switched to a pearl white sexy shad because I couldn't reach my yum grubs. Here's a bite. That's a nice one. What do we got? I'm sure it's just another perch. He's running a little bit. Is it a perch? Yeah, it's perch. It's another. Let go. About this way. There's a bite. There's one. Oh, he's a little one. Yeah, he's a little one. When I first got back into fishing, my wife and I, we had tandem kayaks that we would used to take the boys out with. And we used to keep them down at the harbor right across the street from our house because we didn't have a place to store them at the house. They sat out in the sun and they became a little brittle at times. And I think the plastic got to a point where, you know, there were areas where water would get in them. I had to get rid of both of those kayaks. One, because they were just too big for one person to really paddle with. But number two, because they became unsafe. The water inside of the kayak at one point when I was paddling sloshed and I almost went overboard. So I got rid of that kayak the next day and actually went out and bought the one I'm on right now. I really don't want to have to replace the kayak. I've been doing my best to keep this one out of the sun. It's kept in a shaded area. It never sits on the car in the middle of the heat like the old ones used to do. I used to just put it on top of the car and then let it sit there as I was at school and then go fishing afterwards. But I'm getting kind of concerned, so I'm going to give this one a little bit longer, see how I do today. Just check it the next time I go out, and if it becomes a problem, we're going to have to figure it out or we're going to replace it. So we'll keep you abreast of what's happening. Last fish I caught took my beetle spin with it by accident. It came untied. So I've tied on a little shad style bait. A little soft plastic storm shad. That's a little better. Yeah, a little better one. Storm shad gonna catch me another one. Yeah. Okay. Right there at the top of his mouth, the storm shad. Alright, let's see how much water we've got in there. See if I need to be really concerned. We'll get those out. Yeah. There's a good bit of water in there. I wouldn't be surprised if that's more than like a half gallon. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen like that. Okay, so we're cutting this one a little short when it comes to being on the water because I think I need to make sure I get my kayak fixed. For me to be able to be out on the water for about 90 minutes, come back to the launch, tip the kayak up on its bow, and it pour water out of it from inside the hull for 20 seconds, yeah, that concerns me. So I'm going to have that looked at. So who knows, maybe I'm going to be bank fishing for a little while. We'll have to see. Make sure you're being safe out there, and tight lines.